Good morning everybody. Myself Mitan Das. I am a lecturer of NS Polytechnic College. Today I will discuss about topographical control or which is known as vertical control. At first you have to know that what is vertical control. Generally, the vertical control for topographic survey consists of establishing benchmark at a suitable places all over the area. Here, this is a type of benchmark or which is known as GTS benchmark. Generally, GTS benchmarks are established by the Survey of India Department at a large number of intervals all over the country. The values of reduced level, the relevant positions, and the number of benchmarks are given in a catalog published by this department. Now, you have to know what is reduced level or RL. The vertical distance of a point above or below the datum line is known as RL or reduced level of that point. Now, what is datum line? Generally, datum surface or datum line is an imaginary level surface or level line from which the vertical distances of different points which are above or below the line are measured. In India, for Great Trigonometrical Survey, the mean sea level at Karachi is taken as datum surface or datum line. Okay, let's discuss about the vertical control. Generally, direct differential leveling is commonly used for establishing the benchmark. The methods for precise leveling are also sometimes useful. However, for small areas or in rough country, trigonometrical leveling is also used for establishing benchmark. You can see here, generally differential leveling is used for vertical control. Generally, maximum closing area is limited to 24 into length of circuit in kilometer to the power half. A primary level route is first established, then a secondary level route is then tied to the primary route. The secondary level route normally follows the traverse lines and the traverse stations can be used as benchmarks. Okay, let's see the figure. This is the differential leveling. Okay, now in differential leveling you will see what are the terms. BM means benchmark. Okay, what is benchmark or what are the benchmarks? These are the fixed points or marks of known RL or reduced level with reference to the datum line. The benchmarks are very important points. They serve as reference points for finding the reduced level of the new points or for conducting leveling operations in projects involving roads, railways, etc. Okay. Now, benchmarks are of different types. First is Great Trigonometrical Survey benchmark or GTS benchmark. Here there are the different types. So first is GTS benchmark. Okay, this is a GTS benchmark. Now the second is permanent benchmark. This is a permanent benchmark. Okay. Now, the permanent benchmark are the fixed point or the marks established by the different governmental departments like PWD, railways, irrigation, etc. The RL of these points are determined with reference to the GTS benchmark and are kept on permanent like plinth of a building, parapet of a bridge or culvert and so on. Sometimes they are kept in the underground pillars. Sometimes they are kept on underground pillars as shown in the picture. Okay. Number third is arbitrary benchmark. Generally, when the RL of some fixed points are assumed, they are termed as the arbitrary benchmark. Generally, the arbitrary benchmarks are adopted in small survey operations when only the undulation of the ground surface is required to be determined. That means the arbitrary benchmark is adopted for calculating or for measuring the undulation of the ground surface and in case of small survey operations. Okay, now let's discuss the temporary benchmark. Here is the temporary benchmark. Temporary benchmarks are the benchmarks which are established temporarily at the ends of a day's work. They are generally made on the root of a tree or the parapet of a nearby culvert or a furlong post. or at the similar place. So here is TBM. This is temporary benchmark from which levels are taken. Okay, the TBM can be surrounded by a concrete and a timber enclosure for protection. This is TBM. Okay, and this is timber and this is concrete. Okay, the TBM can be related to any ordnance survey benchmark. Then TBM is a known height point from which all levels are taken. Okay, let's discuss about the differential leveling. So we have a clear view of benchmark, and we have discussed what is benchmark and what are the types of benchmark. So here DM is benchmark, and what is TP1 and TP2? Okay, TP1 or TP2 known as turning point 1 or turning point 2. What is turning point? It is also known as change point. These points indicates the shifting of the instrument. At this point, a foresight is taken from one setting and a backside is taken from the other setting or the next setting. Okay, this FS is known as foresight, BS means backside. Now what is backside? This is the first staff reading taken in any setup of the instrument after leveling has been perfectly done. Now what is foresight? It is the last staff reading in any set of the instrument and indicates the shifting of the letter. Okay. Now here is TBM1. Okay. Now what is TBM? TBM means, let's see the figure. Here TBM means temporary benchmark. Let's see the figure of benchmark. Here is temporary benchmark. Okay. When the benchmarks are established temporarily at the ends of day's work is known as temporary benchmark. Okay. Now, after discussing differential leveling, you have to know what is leveling. Okay. What is leveling? Leveling is nothing but the art of determining the relative heights of different points on the Earth's surface or below the Earth's surface. Okay. The leveling deals with measurements in the vertical plane. Now, what is horizontal line in this context? Horizontal line is any line lying on the horizontal plane is said to be a horizontal line. It is a straight line and tangential to the level line. Level line. Okay, this is level line and horizontal line is tangential to the level line. Now, what is level line? That means this line. Level line is any line lying on a level surface. This line is normal to the plumb line. Okay, and which is direction of gravity at all points. Okay, and what is this? This is known as vertical line. The direction indicated by a plumb line or the direction of gravity is known as vertical line. Okay, this line is perpendicular to the horizontal line. See, horizontal line and vertical lines are in 90 degree to each other. That means they are at right angles or they are at perpendicular. Okay. And what is mean sea level? Mean sea level is the average value of the sea level which can be calculated from the past 20 years data. Okay. Generally, mean sea level for calculation of datum or for datum calculation, mean sea level is taken at Karachi. Okay, that is MSL Karachi is taken for datum calculation or datum related calculation. Let's take the figure. Take a look. This is level line, this is horizontal line, this is differential level. Okay, plumb line, this is line, this is datum or MSL. What is datum or datum surface? This is an imaginary level surface from which the vertical distances of defined points are measured, which are above or below this line. Datum means from this level surface the vertical distance of a point. Suppose this is point B vertical distance is measured This is known as datum. Okay, and this is the horizontal line. Now, while you are doing differential leveling or any leveling, there are some errors which can affect the leveling work. Like they are curvature error, refraction error, combined error, like this. Okay, so we have to do the corrections for differential leveling or the corrections required in leveling. Like for example, curvature error, refraction error. Let's discuss the curvature error. Okay, for long sights, the curvature of Earth affects the staff readings. The line of sight is horizontal. This is line of sight AB is horizontal, and the level line is curved. Here AC is the level line, and this is curved and parallel to the mean spheroidal surface of the Earth. Okay, the vertical distance between the line of sight and the level line, this is line of sight AB, and that is BC, is known as curvature correction. The vertical distance between line of sight and the level line at a particular place, that is particular place, this is the particular place, is known as curvature correction. Due to curvature, objects appear lower than they really are. Okay, let's take a look in the second figure. This is curvature correction. This is known as CC. Let's take a look on this figure. This is the line of sight, this is level line, this is the curvature correction. The formula for curvature correction is derived as follows. Let AB equals to D equals to horizontal distance in kilometer, where BD equals to curvature correction, that means CC. DC equals to AC equals to radius of the earth. Okay, now D dash is the diameter, which is considered as 12,740 kilometer or 12,742 kilometer. Now from the right angle triangle ABC we can get height square plus base square equals to hypotenuse square, that is BC square equals to AB square plus AC square. Here what is BC? R plus this BD, that means R plus CC the whole square equals to R square plus D square. By computing this we can get CC into 2R equals to DD dash. Okay, here DD dash equals to 2R, CC into 2R is equals to nothing but D square, so CC equals to D square by 2R. Okay, generally curvature correction is negative. For calculating the true staff reading, observed staff reading should be added with the curvature correction. That means true staff reading equals to observed staff reading minus curvature correction. Okay, and CC can be calculated by CC equals to D square into 1000 by this diameter, that is 12,742 is equals to 0.0785 into D square, and minus represent the direction. Okay, where D is in kilometer. Now the second is refraction correction, that is CR. Okay, rays of light are reflected when they are passed through the layers of the air of the varying density. So when long sights are taken, the line of sight is refracted towards the earth's surface in a curved path. The radius of this curve is 7 times of the earth under normal atmospheric conditions. Generally, the refraction error or refraction correction is taken as 1/7 of curvature correction. Okay, that means CC equals to how much? 0.0785 into D square. Okay, and CR, that means refraction correction, is equals to 1/7 of CC, that is 0.112 into d square. Okay. So refraction correction is always positive. Okay. Thank you.